Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to tell you a little story time about my first experience at the infamous club in Hongdae called NB2, and it was an experience. I can't say my first time there was as crazy as all the other stories that I've seen on YouTube, but it definitely was like culture shock. So me and my friend, we went to Korea during the summer for like maybe 2.5 months on a school program. Excuse me. And we went for 2 months on a school we went for 2.5 months for a school program, and it went from July to August. Well, middle July to beginning of August. And when we landed, one of our friends, she came to the airport to meet us, and we rode the bus, and we got to our Airbnb and unpacked and everything, and then we went out to eat food with her, and then after that we parted ways. And then me and my friend were like, yeah, it's our first night in Korea, but let's go check out the clubs. So our Airbnb was not in Hongdae, but it was maybe by subway 10-15 minutes. So first of all, it was our first time like in a subway in Korea, and we're like so confused. We're walking around, we're like, should we take the bus, should we take the subway? And we were about to get on the bus, and we were waiting for the bus, and then this older man who was at the bus stop was like, oh, you guys should take the subway and take this one. And we're like, oh, okay. And then me and my friend are like walking, we're like, we walk down the subway stairs, and it's just the area, and you have to like swipe your T-Money card, which is like the transportation card, and you put money on it. And we're like looking, and we're like, it looks so suspicious, and we're like, I don't know, should we trust this man? And then we go down another flight of stairs to the actual like subway platform, and we're like looking on the map to see if the guy was right, and he was. And so we got on the subway. It was like maybe 5-6 stops until we got to Hongdae. And my friend's been in New York and I haven't, and she's been on the subway before, and that was my first experience ever on the subway, and it was so crowded. It was, what night was it? I think we left here on maybe a Thursday, and we got there maybe a Friday, and it was so crowded in the Hongdae station. And we left out the station, and we walk up the stairs. I hate walking, and basically it's so much walking in Korea. And we walk up these stairs, and we were like, I'm like out of breath. We're like walking, trying to look around the scenery, and just walking around, because it's like, it's our first time in Korea, and we've always wanted to be there. And it's just like, I was just like, oh my god, Korea, I'm finally here after so long. And we're walking around looking at all the clubs, and like you got your EDM club music going, and then it's like, I'm not really a big EDM fan, but it's like you just get in the mood and you're like dancing to it. And then I like looked up how to get to NB2 on the maps, and so we were trying to follow the map to walk there. And a random experience on our way to the club, we were walking, and like this random Korean dude with a camera, and he said he was shooting for like Africa TV, which is like this like website in Korea that like a lot of foreigners and Koreans record on and stuff. And so we're like walking, and then he comes up to us, and then he's like, Wakanda forever, and we're like, huh? Oh, he's like, and he's like trying to record, and then we're like, Wakanda forever, and we're like, okay. And then we're walking, and then like random people are giving us like high fives. They're like, yeah, high five, and we're like, okay. So we're just so like in the moment, and like, so it's like, it's fun because it's like, it's so much livelier than what we're used to, because like our university, our home university is in like a small town. There's not really anything but like bars and like mom and pop shops. And so being in like Seoul is so many people, it's hot, it's a hot summer night, and it's music going everywhere. It's so loud, but it's so fun. It was like fun and fresh. Yeah. So we're walking, we go to the club, we're waiting, we're in line, we're getting excited because NB2 is supposed to be like hip-hop / EDM club, so we're like, okay, that's cool as long as they play like some hip-hop music. So we get in the club, we're all excited. If you get in between, I think if you go before like 11 or 11:30, you get 2 free drinks. And we got in, we got our wristlet, the stamp, and then we were so confused because we didn't realize how low in the basement it was. So we went down, like, it was, first we went down the stairs, turned more stairs, and then it's like the second level of NB2. But the doors were closed, so we were kind of confused. And then we went down more steps, and it was like the actual level where the DJ is, and the big dance floor, the main dance floor is. And we walk in, and it's like, we're like, it was like, we're kind of like culture shocked, and we're like, what should we do now? Because it's only us two, because we came early for the program, so we didn't meet anyone yet. And so we're just walking around, we're like trying to find a, first of all, it's so crowded, and like everyone is so tall. We were like, why is everyone so tall? Because like we're like 5 feet 4 inches, so we're like average height, and all the guys and stuff, and we're like, I felt like they were like all 6 feet tall, and we're like, it like felt so crowded because like we're here, but all the guys are like here, and everyone's so close. Like, you're like, you feel like you just feel so small. And you're like walking around, and you're like, this one, I felt like one chocolate chip on a cookie. That's what it felt like. We felt like one chocolate chip on a cookie, because mostly everyone's like Korean. Like, there's NB2 has a lot of foreigners sometimes, but that night we went, we mostly just saw a lot of Koreans and other Asians, like Chinese and Japanese. And then we were just standing, and like, it's crazy because like they were playing hip-hop music, like twerk songs, rap songs, R&B, but me and my friend were just like standing for a minute, because like even though they were playing like American music and music we're used to listening to, we were just still like culture shock. Like, we didn't know how to act, like we didn't know how to dance. It felt like we didn't know how to dance. We were just like standing, because it's like we don't know how to dance, because like usually here, like when you hear like twerk songs, people are like twerking at clubs here, or like twerking at parties. Like when we were at NB2, like people weren't really twerking or dancing really to that music. They were just like standing around and like doing their little dance movements, not twerking or nothing. And so we didn't really know how to act or how we should dance. And so eventually we just got comfortable and was just dancing, and then we found coat check, and then we put our stuff up and we paid for coat check, and we came back, and then like I was walking, and then like this random Korean guy like was like this right to my cheek, and I'm like, hello, and he's like, hello, and I'm like, okay. And then as I walk by again, he does it again, and I'm like, hello again. And so it was just like, I was just like, it was such culture shock. It was just, I don't know, like it was culture shock, but it wasn't culture shock. Like we just didn't know how to act. And like at NB2, like, I don't know, because a lot of our like, because we have like Korean friends who go to our home university, and they're like, I don't want to say they're shy, but they're like not as, they're like outgoing, but you kind of got to talk to them yourself to get them to talk. They're not as open, and sometimes they click together with their friends. But when we went to the club in Korea, the guys are so bold and outgoing, and like they'll just grab you, and like you're like, whoa, don't grab me, because they'll just like grab you, and even if you were like no, they'll grab you again. You're like, hey, don't touch me. They're just so bold, and it's funny, but it's like, it's just such a culture shock. And for like, but Like NB2 is a good club, but it's like, I guess it depends on the person, but I didn't really have any super crazy experiences as like a lot of YouTubers say they had. So my experiences were like pretty normal, I guess. Like, of course you're gonna see like a few weird people or get a few creeps and stuff. Like there's this one guy who goes to the club. Every time I went to NB2, he was always there, and he was dressed in like this Naruto costume. And then like one time I saw this guy, he had a full suit on and a briefcase. And I'm like, did you just come from work and go straight to the club or what? Because I'm just like, why do you have a briefcase and a full suit on? And it's so hot in a club. And like people are smoking, and it's like when you come out the club, you smell like smoke, you feel like you just smoked a pack of cigarettes, and you're sweaty and hot, and it's just like, ugh. So it's just, but NB2 is a good experience, and I think that if you go to Korea and you're interested in like clubbing and stuff, then you should definitely check out NB2 because the music is good, and you do meet some really nice people there, and it's just good to kind of experience the atmosphere. But there's definitely more clubs, and I had way more crazier experiences at other clubs, and if you want to hear about those, then leave a comment below and I can tell you about other club experiences I've had, and they were a lot crazier than the ones at NB2. So if you want to hear about those, then you can like, you can comment, and subscribe if you want to, you know, I appreciate it. But if you have any more suggestions about videos and want to hear more about my experiences in Korea with like either was tutoring English, taking classes, going to university there, then let me know down below and I can put those videos up and just kind of tell you what to do if you're interested, what you should do before you leave America or wherever country you go, mostly America because that's where I'm from, so I really know about America. So I can tell you what to do before, what you should bring if you're gonna go during the summer, and just anything you want to know, any questions you have, just leave it below. And thanks for watching, you guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.